welcome back to the Prem with Great Yarmouth. We are taking Great Yarmouth from the Counties League Division all the way to the Prem. Well, that is kind of the idea of the game. Obviously, being a football manager is a tough, cruel world, and it may not play out like that. So, if you're just joining in, we are on episode 14. Where have you been? There's 14 episodes before this. We are currently sitting on the 8th of February 2017, and all I'm going to say is we're stuck in this league, and I think we're going to be in this league for another season, which isn't a bad thing. We just kind of obviously need to start progressing and building on what we've already got as a foundation. When we started the club, we had no players and everything like that, so we've turned that around. We've built a team, which we need to build on that going forward. Obviously, if I get sacked, I have to stay in the same division I was sacked in. I can go lower, but I can't go higher. And again, it's all about getting a team from the lowest possible division I'm in to the top. So ideally, we want to stay with Great Yarmouth for as long as possible and have a good cementing future. So let's crack on. We just had a great win there against Ipswich Wanderers. As you can see, a long barren spell of 2 losses, a draw. So it's good to kind of finally get a winning way back again. It was my 2 wingers that played a vital role in that last game, scoring both the 4 goals divided by the 2 wingers, which wasn't too bad. We've got Hadley now, who are bottom or second from bottom of the league, so hopefully we can pull out another result with this. Lead us good stead for the Wavenhoe game, which got abandoned in the last episode. So here we go and see what we've got. We've got Fakenham as well to play in this episode. So we're looking all good here, and it looks like we've got a fixture clash as well. We've got Felixstowe under 18s at home, as well as Hadley, who are 20th in the league at home. Again, we're sitting 6th with a game in hand, but we are something like 19 points off the top of the table. So it would mean that we would have to win our next 5-6 games and hope that Felixstowe don't pick up points in those games. So that is kind of what we're looking at, and here we are going into the next game, which is the 11th of Feb. Oh, we've got a game on Valentine's Day. Better phone my girlfriend up and tell her we're not doing anything because I'm on here. So Cop Fosters have made a bid for me, non-negotiable bid, but he's worth a bit of money for £35 a week. Fortunately, I don't think so. He is an expendable player for my club. He's been one of my best players this year, so I'm definitely saying no to that. So we'll keep the same squad that we've had, and we'll see how we get on. So we could actually move into 5th position if we win. I'm going to say that, let's see. Yep, I want you guys to pick up where you left off. I have faith in you all now because you're starting back on your winning ways. Don't need to expect to see the performance. I just have faith in them now. We are at home and we are playing a team who are second from bottom. Again, when we play teams that are lower than us, and generally in the league, we've never had a good performance. So I'm hoping that is going to be a turnaround for us. Oh, I wasn't expecting that shot. It's a shame it didn't go in. And Knott puts us 1-0 up. 4th game of the season. That's great to see. And look at that. 2 midfielders playing very well there. Harry Knock and Tom Odian. Stuart just losing the ball out there. Looks like we could have an equaliser on our hands here. But Blackett managed to pick the ball up and plays it calmly back to Wilson, who's supporting some great joggers there. Some great green joggers with a line down the middle. Oh, and I like that. I like the way that if we shoot on goal, Clark kind of is there to follow up. I'm liking that. I think that's a good little play there from Clark, and I'm hoping you'll keep that up for most of the season. So there we go, 2-0 up at half time. I'm very happy with the way we're playing. Let's just get back out there and see if we can improve in that 2-0 lead. Don't know what happened in midfield with those two players kind of coming together, their own players. But they've somehow managed to win the possession back, which isn't good. And they've pulled a goal back with still some time to spare. So I'm hoping that we can react to that and maybe move forward. In fact, I'm actually going to do something that maybe none of you have seen before, but I'm actually going to do a team talk. And I'm actually going to say I'm going to encourage them. So let's see what happens with that. A little bit of encouragement on about 70th minute mark. That is definitely not good. I did say I'd want encouragement, and yeah, fair play for him to taking on the shot, I think. So does this mean we're dropping points here against second from bottom? Looks like it could be. Great save by Wilson. Great save. Just what I want to see. Good clearance. Look at that. Whitehurst unfortunately all in his own and then loses the ball. Luckily for the offside flag, spared our blushes there. So there we go. 2-1 win at home. I think we scraped that. I'm going to say that was a bit of a let-off. Oh, God. And I've kind of just melted it all down. Well, what I'm saying, I'm happy, pleased you secured it, but it was a bit of a let-off. Backfired on me there with the comments a little bit, but hey-ho. That's all good. Felixstowe, look at that. Another draw, which actually has put us... We've got a game in hand over them, and that has still put us 19 points behind Felixstowe. They've had 10 draws, but no losses. That's unbelievable. And Wavenhoe had a loss as well in the last game, who were second in the league. And we've got them now on Tuesday for the rearranged waterlogged fixture that we had a couple of weeks ago. They're still second in the league, but this is going to put us in good stead to kind of put it there. We didn't get the greatest feedback, so there you go. They are interested in him, but obviously we said he's an indispensable player, and I think he's just kind of unrally the player a little bit. So, in respect to where we're playing Wavenhoe, we are, we are quite behind Felixstowe, who have taken the league by storm, but we are only about 8 points behind Wavenhoe in the league. So hopefully we can try and catch Wavenhoe up at least and try and finish second. Wavenhoe. I say potato, you say potato, I say tomato, you say tomato. So, okay, so the best points we've ever got is 51, and we look like we're closing in on that. So that's not too bad. Breaking a record for Great Yarmouth in my first season. It's always a good thing. Just need to get up there with Phoenix, though. They're the main rivals of this league. So, second game in, and nope. Wavenhome. So no other games being played, just us. I think we will crack on. I think we'll keep the same lineup. Hopefully, we'll get some good players. Oh, they've got a couple of injuries. So let's keep this run going. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's keep this run going. So there we go. Send the boys out there. We're at home, and we want to keep the run going. So here we go. Second in the league, Wavenhome versus 5th or 6th in the league, Great Yarmouth. Tula seems to get quite a few yellow cards. I think that might be a suspension for him now. Oh, Jackson. It was a good try there. And by the half-time whistle, it looks like we're going to go in 0-0. So let's keep them going. No. Yeah. Let's keep going because I know we can still win this. And I'm saying that you can all make the difference. There we go. Right. So here we go for the second half. Oh, straight into the arms of the goalkeeper there. I would have said that was a good ball, but who was it to? No one really. And again, don't know who that was to. Oh, how can you be so unlucky? So we've got two midfielders into the yellow card, into the book there, and we go 1-0 down, but offside, so it won't count. I think it's time that we maybe make a quick substitution. Bring on Malcolm. I know he's not the best of players for us, but let's see if we can get him as a poacher. See if that can. No. Yeah, let's see if we can get him as a poacher. Definitely, I think poacher might be where we go. And I'm actually going to bring on Sidhu because he's not having the greatest game, Clark. And I'm actually going to bring on Carl Brown here and see if that helps. So I'm making all three subs quite early on, 60 minutes in. And let's see if they can actually make the difference and actually put us the points that we need. I always find it risky if you make a substitution because I feel like you're kind of disrupting the team, the flow. But if subs need to be made, subs need to be made. Oof, that was an horrible fat lunge on Malcolm there, and here we go. Definitely us going 1-0 down now. Phil Johnson's 7th goal of the season. Lovely play there. Oh yes, Knock, thank you for the equaliser there. Looks like we're going to draw this game. There we go. So we've got a 1-1 draw. Told not to be hard. So I'll just say it wasn't our night. So that leaves us cemented quite well in 6th place there. And we are still 9 points behind Wavenhoe and 19 points behind Felixstowe. And we are on tie with most people now with games. Some people we've got a game in hand over, but majority all on 28 for the season. So looking at the fixtures coming up, we've got Saffron Walden and Fakenham both in the lower end of the table. Hopefully we can get some good results against them. And Felixstowe in the ECL Cup here against 20 place Saffron. So I wonder how Felixstowe got in the cup there. Let's have a look, see how they did in the last cup game. Let's actually have a look at their schedule at the moment. So their schedule, as you can see, look at that. So they easily, comfortably won that 2-0. Look at that. They lost in the first round there, and they lost in the preliminary round. So they lost they lost 2 games like we did, but they had a fantastic run, and as you can see, they haven't lost a game just yet. Looks like they're in the Eastern Cup final now against Fakenham. Fakenham won on penalties in that. So both those teams, I mean, we played midweek as well, but we played a little bit earlier. And both those teams played Wednesday, so we've got a game now against them. Hopefully they may still be tired, especially after that penalty win. Extra time penalties. Hopefully they'll be a bit tired that we can go out and get a result against Fakenham. So our head of youth development is wanted by Lincoln United, who are in the Northern Premier League Division South. Now, if he does go, that is a huge blow for us, because we're coming up to the point where we're going to start recruiting players, and that's kind of what I've been wanting my head of youth development to do. So hopefully he'll turn them down, although I can't see that being likely. If they offer him a nice contract, he'll definitely be on his way. So here we go against Fakenham now. Again, I think I'm going to keep the squad we've had. I'm just hoping that we can score some goals. And the pre-match write-up says Great Yarmouth are a great side and they have enough quality to see them off. I would say that, but our strikers aren't scoring, or my striker's not scoring. He played 23 games and scored 12 goals, so it's not too bad. But we need more goals, definitely. So, Fakenham manager's coming over to me and shake my hand and saying, we're going to beat you today, you're being rubbish, you're not scoring goals. And I've turned around and gone, well, watch this game. Now I'm hoping my boys will do something. How's your luck? How is your luck? Really should have been 1-0 up there, but again, Whitehurst is really not finishing. And the thing was, I was hoping that, if he had a good season, I can keep him on for the next season, and or if he kept scoring, every other game. He didn't have to score every game, but if he scored every other game, or scored quite a few goals, that we would definitely have a good player on our cards. But for some weird reason, he's not getting the goals in, and well done, Wayne Clark, again. But since I brought him in, he's been great on the wing for me, scoring some great goals. And this put us up to 5th at the moment, which is not too bad. Oh, brilliant ball. Lovely goal there for Tola. Let's put us 2-0, surely the victory, and we've got an injury there with Whitehurst. This could be a little bit of an omen for him, going out injured, having a bit of time off, bit of rest, recuperation, depending on how bad the injury is. This is where we want kind of Malcolm to step up a little bit and score a goal. Bit of head tennis there in the midfield. Oh, Zanelli went for the head there and completely missed it, and they pulled 1 goal back with 10 minutes to go. Hopefully it's nothing more than the consolation, but again, football, anything can happen. There we go. So we get a nice little 2-1 away win. Again, when I say little, we need to be scoring more. Puts us 5th in the league, and Felixstowe, look at that, 4-1 victory. But we're 18 points behind them in the league. And Wavenhoe had another 2-1 win against Newmarket. So again, they're moving away as well. So it's not looking good for us catching up that position there. Now, he's out for 7 or 8 weeks. So I'm going to leave the physio. But I'm going to hope that we can get some more goals in. So 20th placed Saffron Walden. And then Mildenhall, who are 6th in the league. Again, look at that. I'm speculating with a lot of jobs, but I'm not going to say anything. And if I do get asked, I will deny it, because I am happy at Great Yarmouth. I've got a project here, and that's what I've got to do. So we lost Mr. Burns, which is a shame. So that does mean I need to get my staff boot on and look for a head of youth development, which isn't good for me there, because there's no one really there. He's not going to be good with the youngsters, I don't think. That's really not what we're looking for. So what I might do, actually, let's put it out there for a advert and say, look, we want a head of youth development. Let's see what we can do there. So we'll see what happens. We've got the best scouts. We've got the best physio out there in the league, which is not a bad sign. So my scouts should be out there and doing the business for me. Let's have a look at how my scouting report is actually doing. So he's gone out. He's got 122 players suitable for the first team. That's good. Now, if I just do contract status and do unattached, but actually have a look at who his recommendation is. So we've got one here, 21 years old, attacking midfielder left, attacking midfielder centre, attacking midfielder right, midfielder right, defender right, midfielder centre, defender right, midfielder centre. So keep going with that. We've got Saffron Walden next. Oh, we've got God Manchester again, who are 19th. So hopefully we can pull off a result against them there. That must be God Manchester, the game we missed due to the waterlogged pitch. And I think what we'll do, we will leave it there, ready for the next game which is Saffron Walden. So just want to say to you guys, thank you so much for watching, if you have been watching the episodes and watching my progress with Great Yarmouth, getting them from the Counties Division to the Prem. We're still in our first season. We're still so many young episodes in. All I want to say is if you can hit the subscribe button and hit the like button and maybe leave me a comment, that would be fantastic and great. Thank you so much. Till the next episode.